So today we're gonna talk about social media. Do you think you spend too much time on social media? Yes, especially due to the rise of technologies. Social media also play a really important role in our life, especially for not only including the purpose of entertainment, it also really helpful in researching and studying as well. Do your friends and family use social media? Yes, obviously. Because first thing first, it would help people contact within a distance, like have conversations or have phone call. Otherwise, it can help teachers in, for entertaining purpose and other people who enjoy watching news and global issues can keep tracks on the day on the latest updates. What often do people do on social media? Well, I think it's heavily relying on the ages, on the age. Some old people would follow those new from the national problems to the global issues. Meanwhile, the teenagers and young people would enjoy those entertaining activities. Do you like use social media? Yes, I'm also a teenager, and the fact that I'm not the exception of using uh, social media on for entertaining purposes is true. And actually, uh, I mostly use it for watching video because I feel like it unwind myself after a hard day of working, and also it broaden my horizon because entertainment also have a lot in your knowledge, really helpful for your knowledge. Do you think your friends use too much social media? Well, maybe yes and maybe no because we're all studying in a boarding school. There's one lucky of me because I still get home in the afternoon because my house was kind of close to the school. But other friends of mine was unfortunate because it's unfortunate because they all living pretty far from school. That's why they're living in a dormitory, so they don't have a chance to use it. However, in the weekends, I think they would spend most of the time for entertainment purpose. Do you want to work in social media and why? No, I don't want to uh, catch the attentions of a lot of people. Not only am low key persons, but the feeling of having too much people know who you are actually violates the my privacies. That's why I don't want to work in the social media industry. What is the most popular social media in Vietnam and why? Probably TikToks and YouTube. Those are the main two platforms that's been used in Vietnamese, especially TikToks, which is the newest, the latest social media platform that catch a lot of attention of teenagers. Right. So part two. Describe a story you knew that involved animals. So unfortunately, I don't really usually spend time reading those uh, books involving animal. However, there's a movie that I watched, actually a cartoon. It involved three animals, not one, which named We Pair Bear. So in this movie, it including three bears from Grizzly the Panda and White Bear through three, each of them represent a part of us of global. Well, with some incidents, they start knowing each other since a very young ages and living together. And the movie was surrounding the movie contents was actually surrounding their daily life, from their normal activities to some interactions between them and human. And because it was cartoon, everything was kind of relaxing and feeling. And for me, especially watching this was kind of memorable because Every time after a hard day working or studying, I get back home and open a TV program, uh, waiting for this program being shown. And from my perspective, this is really relaxing and it's recharging my energy as well. And finally, I believe that in unfortunately it was no longer run because the company who owned this movie has announced bankruptcy. However, in the future, if I have a chance, I would probably watch it again because there's no new episode. The movie is also being re, re reproduced. So yes, in the future, if I have a chance, I will watch my childhood movie, and because it's evolved because of this. But besides, because of this movie, uh, I start enjoying loving the Grizzly a lot because of its characters, and also the interaction between characters in the movie was kind of cute because obviously it was for kids, right? Why do children enjoy stories about animals? Not only animals, but a lot of subjects, other subjects. Children are interesting because of their curiosity. Well, some of them just want to learn more thing about their surrounding area. That's why they enjoy uh, learning, watching something new, weird, especially animal, which is not like the same of human. That's why children are interesting in want to learn more about it. What can people learn from animal stories? A lot of lessons can be take from a story that involve animals, not really the way that it treats each other. Also help improve the literacy abilities. And for me, from my perspective, uh, watching animals is also teaching how they can communicate with others because even though it was a story, it has the connections between animals and humans, and most of them are fictional. That's why even a bear or an animal like a bird can also talk with human, and that's where the kids can learn from animal story. Should children learn about animal at school? Not necessary, in my opinion, because learning animal is not an uh, subject. Unless you're studying in biology school or something related to the natural, that's when you have to learn more about some specific because this is your major. For children who not really necessary to learn by it, and there's no need to learn by it, no advantage, and that's why school are now do not compulsory in studying animals. Do people care more about animal welfare nowadays? Yes, a lot. Since 2, 3 decades ago, people started concerned about the violations for animals. That's why a lot of policies, not only about national but also the international as well, has been enact in order to save animal and prevent from being extinct.